Marvel Rivals has been released for about 4 months now, and Season 2 is closely approaching. This likely means that new players will be jumping in to try it out, and players are sure to be coming back after taking a break. Whether you are brand new to the game or returning after hearing about the upcoming updates, there is certainly a learning curve to master. Unlike some other popular games, Marvel Rivals has unique movement mechanics, team-based strategies, and an evolving meta. So, to make sure you don't get left behind, here are 10 tips to help you improve quickly. Let's dive in. Number 1. Mastering your role. This game is not just about picking your favourite hero.
I'm gonna be the Punisher, baby!
It's about understanding how your role fits into your team's strategy. Tanks are not just a damage sponge. They control space and can decide how engagements begin or end. Using the Thing, for example, you want to create openings for your teammates by disrupting the enemy's formation. DPS characters should not just focus on holding down left click all game. You have to consider how to prioritise targets, when to dive in, or when to choose to disengage. Supports are the backbone of every single fight. Healers are most often blamed for losses, but in reality, they're the ones with the most fast-paced decision-making. In every moment, support characters should be considering when they should be pocketing their tank with heals, using utilities to assist other teammates, and dealing damage to enemies when needed. Number 2. Movement mechanics separate good players from great players. Marvel Rivals isn't just about running from point A to point B as fast as possible. Micro movements like strafing and gunfights can turn the battle in your favour as you become harder to hit. When using a character with movement abilities, try to use them unpredictably and be mindful of your cooldowns. Make sure you always have a way to escape after diving in to deal damage. Lastly, use high ground to your advantage. There are a select number of heroes that can fly or deal damage from above. While the fight is happening on the ground at eye level in front of most characters, striking from above can catch players off guard and throw opposing teams off balance as they now have to shift their attention to you before you manage to escape. Number 3. Ultimate management.
You gotta stop wasting them.
A badly timed or poorly executed ult can cost your team an entire fight. You should always ask yourself 3 things before using your ultimate. How many enemies/teammates can I hit? If it's only one person, it may not be worth it. Is my team in a position to follow up? Ultimates are strongest when they are part of a coordinated attack. Can I use it to counter an enemy play? For example, using Magneto's ult on a Cloak and Dagger using their support ultimate is a huge momentum shift that can quickly shut down an enemy team's push. Number 4. The importance of hero switching. When you and your team choose a character at the beginning of the match, your choices are not set in stone for the whole match. But if you are switching heroes, especially to a different role, make sure to communicate it with your team. Silent switching may negatively affect your team as your teammates could be unaware of the switch. If your current hero isn't working, switch. There is no reason to keep playing a hero that's being countered. Teams that adapt mid-game have a much higher win rate than those who stubbornly stick to the same comp. And yes, this is mainly directed at those playing Spider-Man who choose to play into a Namor, Penny, and Bucky. Thanks for giving these players their false confidence, Necros.
This is going on a YouTube video, right?
Number 5. Team positioning wins games. Bad positioning is the number 1 reason for unnecessary deaths. Standing still in the open is a big no-no. Always be near cover and use high ground when possible. If you are on a support character, very rarely should you ever be in front of your tank. Stand behind them so you can heal without taking unnecessary damage. This does not mean that you should never flank, but take the time to learn flanking routes with your favourite characters. Heroes like Magik, Black Panther and Psylocke can abuse them for surprise attacks with the ability to get out if needed. Number 6. Know when to reset instead of feeding. If your team loses a fight, don't trickle in one by one trying to contest. You'll just die over and over again. It is important to learn how to regroup and attack as a full team. If an enemy team has just captured a point and wiped out 3 of your teammates, rushing back in solo means you're staggered and your team will be at a numbers disadvantage for yet another fight. Bonus tip: patience is key. Feeling pressure from your team and from the enemy players will happen every match. However, don't feel pressured to constantly be involved in fights or doing something. Sometimes sitting back and letting plays develop or waiting for your teammates is actually the smart play. Number 7. Understanding the meta, but don't over-rely on it. Each and every patch shifts which heroes are the strongest, but the meta isn't everything. It's important to understand that with time and effort, all heroes can perform well, as Marvel Rivals has nicely balanced out the strength of most characters. If a character is widely considered to be overpowered, but you don't have the slightest clue on how to use them properly, they most likely will not perform well for you. Instead, focus on the mechanics behind the stronger, more commonly used characters, so you can learn how to counter them effectively. Number 8. Proper ability usage. Stop spamming. Every ability has a purpose and provides some kind of utility for yourself or for your team. Don't just use them randomly. Save movement abilities for dodging key enemy attacks or striking low health enemies. Keep crowd control abilities for shutting down major threats. The most popular of these is the Winter Soldier hook, which can quickly bring many ultimate abilities to a full stop. Number 9. Playing the objective. It's not just about kills. Many players treat Marvel Rivals like a deathmatch game, but it truly is the objective that wins matches. A single clutch play on the payload or domination point in order to contest and delay while building ult charge and buying your teammates time to return to the objective can turn an entire game in your favour. It is seen far too often where a team looks fantastic on a scoreboard, boasting a great kill-death ratio, but they still end up with the loss. This is purely because the other team controlled and secured the objective better. Number 10. Learn from replays. Analyse your deaths. After a tough match, go back and watch through your deaths and ask yourself, what could I have done differently? Many mistakes that lead to deaths come from bad positioning, poor ability usage, or a lack of awareness in terms of who is alive and who has been eliminated from the fight already. Watching yourself play is one of the fastest ways to improve, by highlighting the moments where you shined and critiquing the areas that you need to improve on. These 10 tips will help you improve fast. What's been your biggest struggle in Marvel Rivals so far? If you like this video, try this one out next.